time we are doing. So I think you have idea about this. Okay, so let me start with the PM Shri. Basically, PM Shri is a newly launched scheme which has been launched by the government in September 2023. So PM Shri is basically Pradhan Mantri Schools for Rising India. So this is the scheme. This is the Pradhan Mantri Schools for Rising India, PM Shri. So what PM Shri is what they are giving funding for each and everything. So they are giving funding to the schools for each and everything. So this scheme is basically a centrally sponsored scheme. So PMC is a centrally sponsored scheme. So in centrally sponsored scheme, whatever is the centrally sponsored schemes, these schemes are being implemented by the state government. So these types of schemes are being implemented by the state government, and funding has been given by the both by the central government and by the state government basically. So single school will be getting 2 crore in 5 years, approx 2 crore they will be receiving a single school in the 5 years. So funding is like the central government is giving 60% and state government is giving 40%. So funding has been released as central government has released the funding to the state. So 60% will be given by the state government and 40% will be given by the 40% will be given by the state government and 60% by the central government, basically. Okay, so PM Shri scheme is basically for the government schools only. This scheme is only for the government schools. So government schools are basically Kendriya Vidyalayas, Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas, and the state government schools. So these types of schools will be getting the funding to implement the PM Shri scheme in their school. So all the this scheme is basically for the government schools only. Okay, so these three types of schools are there basically. So Kendra Vidyalaya and Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas will receive the guidelines from the regional office, that is from the central government. So how they have to do, how they have to utilize the fund, and how for which things they have to buy. So all the guidelines will be provided by the regional office of Kendra Vidyalayas and Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas basically. And for the state government schools, they will receive the guidelines from the DEOs, from the district education officer. So they'll be receiving the guidelines from the DEOs for the state government schools, basically. Okay, so any question till now?
No, sir.
Okay, so this is basically the scheme. And the point which they have given, the point they have given is they have to prefix the PM3 in the school name. So each and every school should be having PM3 name before their name. Suppose the school name is Kendra Vidyalaya, so the name should be PM Shri Kendra Vidyalaya. Team, just wait for 5 minutes. I will continue in 5 minutes. Okay, so they have to prefix the name PM Shri before their name. So like it will be like PM Shri Kendra Vidyalaya, PM Shri Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, PM Shri Government Higher Senior Secondary School. So the name will be like this. So they have to prefix the PM Shri basically in their school name. So any question till now?
So order will take from the state board schools and will take from DU permission, right?
The permission is actually they are giving the funding to the school only. Suppose if we talk about the state government, so state government will give the funding to the school. So principal will be the decision maker basically.
Okay.
Okay, so in some districts, DO is also taking the decision. So, but principal is the whole soul who will take the decision what to buy and what not to buy and which from which vendor he has to buy. So the principal will decide basically.
Okay.
Okay, so let me show you the first guidelines which has been received by the Kendra Vidyalayas. So in October 2023, so KV has received their first guidelines in October 23. Okay, so let me show you the guidelines, which guidelines they have received, that how they have to utilize the grant. Okay, so this was the first guidelines which has been received by the Kendra Vidyalayas in October 2023. So they have given the funding to the directly to the Kendra Vidyalayas. So they have to buy the vending machine basically, vending machine and the incinerator for 50,000 rupees. And they have to utilize it by October 2023 only. In that month only, they have to utilize this amount. And they have received the grant for digital library. For digital library, they have to purchase the desktop or they can purchase the tablets also. So in the desktop or tablets, PDF books has to be there. So they have given the guidelines that you have to make a digital library. And in that digital library, you should have either tablets or the desktops. And you should have PDF files. The digital books has to be installed in tablets or the desktop, whatever you will buy. Okay, and then they said that you have to buy the interactive touch panel, a single panel they have to buy for 2 lakh rupees. So in 2 lakh rupees, they have to buy IFP. So it depends on the principal for which company they are buying. They can buy for the Promac also, they can buy for BenQ also. So it depends basically. So we are providing the ISP of LTOP. So the detailing of each and every item I will give you later on. Just first you just get what the guidelines they have got, what guidelines they have got earlier. Okay, so interactive flat panel also they have to purchase, and then they have to purchase biology, chemistry, science, or physics lab equipment. So if they have any requirement of the biology lab equipment, if they have any requirement for the chemistry lab equipments and the science lab or physics lab, so they can buy the equipments of that lab also from this amount. And they can use the grant for the construction also. So if they want to do the construction of vocational lab, maths, arts, social science, computer, so any of the lab they can construct also. They are giving the grant. They are giving the grant basically for the construction also. So this is basically the non-recurring amount. Non-recurring means they will receive this grant for the single time, for one time only. So this is the non-recurring amount. This is the guidelines which I'm talking about for the KVs only. Okay, Subhashis, you are getting? Subhashis, am I audible? Okay, I don't think so. Subhashis in the network. Okay, so this is basically the guidelines which has been received by the Kendra Vidyalaya in October 2023. So this is the non-recurring amount. Basically, for non-recurring, they have to purchase the vending machine, incinerators, digital library, IFP, lab equipment, construction of vocational lab. Okay, so any question in non-recurring amount in non-recurring guidelines for the KVs?
No.
Okay, so it's all clear. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the non-recurring. Then for the recurring, they have received the grant for the annual school grant. So annual school grant is if they can buy their own whatever for the office work, they can purchase anything, or the annual grant which they were ever getting from the RO. So they can utilize that amount for their annual grant. For 2,000 rupees, they are getting for the LED lighting. So they have to the bulbs for LEDs. They should install it in 2,000 rupees. And then they have to do the activities promoting green school. For activity promoting green schools, they have sanctioned 10,000 rupees basically. So in activity promoting green school is key. School has to arrange a training session for the students. In the training session, they will be guiding student how to do the plantation and what is very uh, okay. So they have to do the how to do the plantation, how to do the carpet grass area, how to make the kitchen garden. So these types of activities are there. How to make your school green. So these are the activities which have to be performed by the student in the school. So for that, they can call any trainer also. They can call any expert also to the school so that they can arrange this activity. Next one is compositing facility like vermicomposting. So for 10,000 rupees, they have to do the vermicompose also in their school. So for vermicompose, they have given the grant of 10,000 rupees. And they have to make the kitchen garden in the school only. For that, 9,000 rupees has been granted. So kitchen garden is that they have to grow the vegetable basically in their school only, so that they can use it in their midday meal and they can use it in their canteen area. So this 9,000 rupees is sanctioned for the kitchen garden. Colorful sorting dustbins. They have to plant the dustbins also in the school. For that 10,000 rupees sanctioned. And the drip irrigation. Drip irrigation is basically the kitchen garden which they have made, the carpet grass area which they have made. So they have to do the drip irrigation for that. They have to give the water supply to the plantation, to the green grass. So for that purpose, drip irrigation system has to be there in the school. And for that, 20,000 rupees has been sanctioned. Okay, then covering area of the school with the grass plantation. So they have to do the grass plantation also in the school. So the amount is 50,000 for that. So they can have any area like 200 square feet area or 250 square feet area. So it depends on basically school to school for how much area they want to have the grass in their school. Then for Swachhta Pakhwada also they have given 20,000 rupees. So 20,000 rupees they have given for Swachhta Pakhwada. So they have to basically do the drive in the school. So for Swachhta, so they can have the student and they can give a round in the school also and outside the school also. That Swachhta should be there in the school and outside the school. Okay, then 5,000 they have given for the expert talk. Expert talk is like they have to call a trainer or they have to call an expert on agriculture who can give their expertise advice on the agriculture, like how to do the plantation and what is the beneficial according to the soil also. So this is the expert talk. And 1 lakh rupees is for the field visit basically. So a field visit is key. School has to take their student to to the science museum kind of thing or agriculture university or whichever they think it's the useful for the student, so they can take the student to the field visit also. Okay, so for CWSN, basically they have suggested that you should buy the stationery material, you should buy the aids and appliances. CWSN is children with special needs. So if the school has CWSN students also, so they can buy the stationery material and the aids and appliances. So according to their requirement, they can purchase. Okay, then they can give the financial support to the special educator. So if any special educator comes to the school, so they can financially support to that educator also. Medical assessment camps. Medical assessment camps also school has to conduct for 2,000 rupees. So they can have the medical assessment camps also. Self-defense trainings for that they have given 30,000 rupees. So 10,000 per month they can utilize in 3 months. So this is the self-defense training adolescent girls program. So in that, organizing awareness workshop on gender sensation, menstrual health and hygiene for secondary and senior secondary separately. So for that, they have given the grant of 15,000 rupees. 5,000 rupees is basically for career guidance and counseling. 10,000 is rupees for community mobilization. 1 lakh rupees is for the guidance and career counseling. So these guidelines counseling, they have to arrange a psychometric test of the student, and after having the psychometric test, they have to arrange a session like a counseling with the student. They have to arrange a counselor also. They have to organize the health camp also in the school. For that, 50,000 rupees is there. So they have to organize a camp also. Then school has to buy the equipments under 21st century learning and information skills. So for that, 50,000 grant has been sanctioned. So they have to buy the equipments, the kits basically, which comes under 21st century learning skills. So for that, 50,000 rupees has been given. Citizenship skills also, they have to arrange a play basically into the school. So for that, 50,000 rupees is there. So for citizenship skills, they can purchase the kits also, which is very much similar with the constitutional values. So we are providing that kits also. Now hands-on training, for hands-on training, they have sanctioned 25,000. So hands-on training, like we are giving basically in hands-on training, robotics classes, basically we are giving AI classes, we are giving for hands-on training. So student will make the model and they will learn the robotic skills. So we are giving robotics and AI training and equipments on hands-on training. And then they have sanctioned the grant of 50,000 rupees for sports equipment. So they have to buy the sports equipments like badminton or bat, ball, any cricket kit. So they can buy it in 50,000 rupees. And 1 lakh rupees is basically for the yoga teacher. So they have to arrange the yoga activities also in their school. So they have sanctioned 1 lakh rupees for the yoga. And for library, they have sanctioned a 20,000 grant. So they can purchase the books also from this amount. Then math circle and science circle. So they can buy the kits also, which comes under math circle and science circle, math kit and science kit. So this was the first guidelines which were given basically to the Kiwis. Okay, so any question in this guidelines for the Kiwis? No one?
Sir, hello sir, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Subhashish. Yes.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर, एक्चुअली यहाँ पे जो ट्री प्लांटेशन और जो हेल्थ कैम्प जो दिखाया आपने, इसका तो एक्चुअली जो फंडिंग जो होता है ना सर, वो फंडिंग तो डायरेक्टली एसएमसी जो स्कूल मॉनिटरिंग जो कमीशन है, इन लोगों के पास चला जाता है, तो ये लोग कर पाता है। तो अगर स्कूल से क्या हम लोग इस ऑर्डर को ले सकते हैं या एसएमसी से लेना पड़ेगा ये order?
देखो एसएमसी क्या बोलता है, एसएमसी ने ये बोला हुआ है कि प्रिंसिपल कैन चूज द वेंडर, प्रिंसिपल कैन चूज द वेंडर, और जो पेमेंट होगी वेंडर को वो एसएससी करेगा.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we have to approach the principal also, and principal says कि you just meet the SSC, so we will meet the SSC also. मुझसे भी मिल.
Okay. That's mean SSC will be the middleman of the principal for me, us, both of us.
Yes. You have to approach the principal also, and if principal says कि भैया ठीक है SSC ही decision लेगा, तो you can meet with the
अच्छा.
SSC also.
Okay, sir. One more thing is that in त्रिपुरा पे एक्चुअली जो पेमेंट हम लोग का जो जा रहा है, मतलब सेंट्रल से, ये 3 पार्ट में डिवाइड हो रही है। कुछ पार्ट आपका स्टेट से परचेस कर रहा है, कुछ अमाउंट ड्यू से करता है, कुछ अमाउंट आपका स्कूल से करते हैं। तो इज इट एक क्या कंपलसरी कुछ नहीं है क्या, जो डायरेक्टली जो फंड मिलता है वो उस स्कूल पे जाए, या स्टेट वाला डायरेक्टली इसको परचेस करके स्कूल में दे देता है? मतलब एक्चुअली एज पर पीएमसी का रूल्स में तो सर जो फंड मिल रहा है वो तो डायरेक्टली स्कूल में जाना चाहिए, लेकिन ये तो स्कूल में डायरेक्टली जाता नहीं फंड।
क्या देखो ऐसा होता है कि केंद्र विद्यालय हो गया, केंद्रीय विद्यालय को डायरेक्टली रिसीव हुआ ग्रांट फ्रॉम द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, ठीक है, तो
हाँ,
केंद्र
right.
विद्यालय को तो डायरेक्टली उनके बैंक अकाउंट में रिसीव हो गया, ठीक है.
हाँ.
JNV जवाहर नवोदय विद्यालय को भी सेम एज द केवीज, दे हैव आल्सो रिसीव्ड द ग्रांट डायरेक्टली इनटू देयर
हाँ,
बैंक अकाउंट.
हाँ,
ओके,
हाँ,
ठीक है. अब बात आती है स्टेट की. तो स्टेट ने क्या किया है कि स्टेट हैव रिसीव्ड द ग्रांट फ्रॉम द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट. ओके, तो
okay,
ग्रांट अभी
okay,
सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के पास आ गया है. तो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने क्या किया, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने अपने अपने डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स के डीईओस को ग्रांट दे दिया।
अच्छा, डीओस
ठीक
को।
है, डीईओ को दे दिया कि ठीक है, अब आप
ओके।
मान लो वेस्ट त्रिपुरा के डीईओ हो, तो वेस्ट
हाँ
त्रिपुरा का डीईओ जो भी डिसाइड करेगा, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन डीईओ, कि वो अगर चाहे तो डायरेक्टली वेंडर को दे सकता है कि भैया मेरे पास 8 स्कूल्स हैं, अब एक ये
हाँ।
वेंडर मैंने चूज कर लिया है, अब आप जाकर के इम्प्लीमेंटेशन पूरे 8 स्कूल्स में 9 स्कूल्स में आप कर लो। ठीक है।
सर ये क्या
एक
डायरेक्टली तो फंड सेंट्रल से ड्यू को जाता है या स्टेट के थ्रू जाता है?
स्टेट के थ्रू जाता है, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से आएगा स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट से आएगा डीईओ को।
तो मैंने एक ड्यू से बात किया था कल, सिपाहीजला का ड्यू। ऑलरेडी
हम्म
जेनिफर मैम ने भी विजिट किया था लास्ट टाइम। उन्होंने बंदा मुझे बोला है कि जो फंड जो है ना सर, एक्चुअली स्टेट से यूटिलाइज होता है, और
हम्म
ड्यू वाले को लिटिल फंड दिया हुआ है, और सेम लिटिल फंड दिया हुआ है आपका एसएमसी मतलब स्कूल वाले को। लेकिन मेनली
हम्म
जो मतलब परचेसिंग वगैरह जो हो रहा है ना, सब डायरेक्टरेट त्रिपुरा में जो डायरेक्ट एजुकेशन डायरेक्टरेट जो ऑफिस है, वहां से
हम्म
फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजर है, वहां से परचेज हो रहा
हम्म
है स्टेट
हम्म।
से।
हाँ
सो इन
हाँ हाँ।
दैट केस मैं अपॉइंटमेंट मतलब ऑलरेडी फिक्स किया हूँ, तो अगर हो सके सर, अगर इन दिस मंथ अगर मैं आप लोग बोलते हैं, मैं एक अपॉइंटमेंट अरेंज करेंगे, अगर आपका ट्रायल होगा तो मतलब
हम्म।
दैट केस मतलब अपॉइंटमेंट ले लूंगा इन लोगों से। क्योंकि
हाँ
त्रिपुरा में
हाँ।
मतलब चैलेंजिंग सिचुएशन है यहाँ पे, मतलब जो पीएमसी का जो इंचार्ज है वो आपका जॉइंट डायरेक्टर है, और
हम्म
फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजर मिस्टर रजत सर, इन दोनों का हाथ में
हम्म
सब कुछ। और एक पर्सन है आपका जैम एक्सपर्ट, ठीक है।
हम्म
तो एन आईटी एंड इक्विपमेंट्स का इंचार्ज है वो बंदा। तो ये लोग बैठा है आपका स्टेट ऑफिस में। तो अगर
हम्म।
मतलब एक अपॉइंटमेंट मिल जाता है, मतलब आपका भी टाइम हो जाता है सर, वो बेटर होता।
हाँ ठीक है सुभाषी, वो मैं कर लूंगा, एक बार मैं तुमसे बात करके वो मतलब प्लानिंग कर लेंगे, मतलब अभी ये सेशन बेसिकली ट्रेनिंग के लिए है, और विजिट प्लानिंग हम लोग अलग से कर लेंगे सुभाषी।
ठीक है सर, ठीक है सर, ओके ओके।
ठीक है ना?
थैंक यू
ठीक है।
सर।
ठीक है, सो बेसिकली द पॉइंट वाज कि सेंट्रल से आया स्टेट के पास, स्टेट ने डीओस को दिया है, और स्टेट ने क्योंकि फाइनेंशियल ऑफिसर स्टेट के ही ऑफिस में बैठता है, तो बेसिकली द ट्रांसफर हैज बीन डन बाय द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, बट होल सोल डीओ एंड प्रिंसिपल आर द होल सोल डिसीजन मेकर बेसिकली इन द स्टेट स्कूल्स। Okay, yes, Ketan, do you want to say anything?
Sir, will you please share this PDF sheet?
PDF of what? Yes,
All
Subhashish,
schemes will be
PDF, हाँ,
included in this.
गाइडलाइंस का PDF,
Yeah, sir.
this one.
Yeah, this one, sir.
हाँ हाँ, I will share that I will share,
Okay,
no issues.
okay,
Okay,
sir.
so in this guidelines, any other question, any other any confusion? So I think these guidelines are clear. Okay, okay. So I forgot to tell you one more thing. Okay, so the target of the PM3 is that they have to select 14,500 schools from all over India. So they have given the list of 6448 from all over India. So these are the schools which are divided basically elementary schools and secondary schools. For the state government schools, they have divided into two parts. One is elementary, and one is secondary schools. So we have state government schools in Andhra, in Andaman and Nicobar, and Arunachal, Assam, Chandigarh, Chhattisgarh. So all in these states we are having the schools, and for KVs and Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, they have given the separate list. So 735 schools has been selected in the first list, and in Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas were 317. So we can see the list also. So this is the list basically from all over India. So they have the district name, block name, UDICE code, and the school name. Okay, so this is the list for the KVs. So KVs have received these guidelines which I have explained you in October 2023, and again they have received the second installment in January. So, and in February also, they have given the different guidelines. So their RO has given the different guidelines. So I will explain it to you later on. So this was the first guidelines, and this guidelines has been given to the KVs in October 2023, and they have utilized this amount, this grant they have utilized under these guidelines in October and November only. So from this list, maybe very few schools will be there who have not utilized the grant in this category in this. So hopefully they will be using it in the future as the selected by the RO. So what their RO will say, so they will be in future also. Okay, so this is the list. Anyone wants to see the list of their state? Anyone? Okay, so Ganeshwar, let me show you for Andhra. So these were the selected schools.
Sir, we will take a order from these schools only, sir.
Yes, you have to take the orders from these schools. Yes, this is the state government schools. Okay, so these were the guidelines which is given to the KVs, and these were the similar guidelines which were given to the Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas also. So JNVs also have received the similar kind of guidelines. Very less difference was there. So similar guidelines have been received by the JNVs also in October 2023. So any query? It's all clear, I think so. Okay, so let me start with the vending machine and the incinerators. Okay, now let me show you what we are offering, what we are giving basically as a robotic to the schools in vending machine and the incinerator. First, I will show you that. Okay, so for the 100 sanitary napkin, we are giving the vending machine and we are giving the incinerator. This is the incinerator which we are giving. I will show you the clear picture also. I will share the document with you all. Okay, so this is the vending machine and these are the incinerators. This is the incinerator. Okay, now the second one is so in digital library, desktops, whatever with the configuration they required i5, i3, so we'll provide that also. And the tablets, what they require, so we can give that kind of tablets also. We have given Lenovo tablet as of now. And in IFP. Okay, so let me show you the example of IFP also. This is one of the brand which we are giving. ProMark. This is the ProMark panel. So the configuration is 11.0, Android RAM is 4 GB, ROM is 32 GB. So these are the specifications. You can just go through this. I will provide you this also. Okay, so this is the ProMark IFP which we are giving, and it depends on school to school what is their requirement, whether they want 65-inch, 75-inch, or 86-inch, whatever they require. So we provide that also. LTOP basically, which we are suggesting to the schools instead of ProMark, we are giving LTOP IFTs, and if they require any particular brands, So we can provide that also to the students if they want any practical branding.
Sir,
Huh.
is this brand manufactured by Robtech?
No. We are not manufacturing. We are just supplying, basically.
Okay.
We are not the manufacturer. Okay, so next one is biology, chemistry labs, equipment. So this depends on the school to school, whatever their requirements, how many beaker they want in their chemistry lab and how many vernier caliper they want in the physics lab. So it depends on the school to school, whatever be the requirement of the school. So we used to give the quotation of that equipment also. And this is the construction part. So construction part is to be done by the school, or in some cases, construction has been done by the PWD also. So it's very rare the vendor does the construction part in the schools, but all these things has been taken care by the ROs and the DEOs also of the school. Okay, so let me end this session. So we'll continue after 10 minutes.